Is, did Stamp say he was coming?
I never could get him in his voicemail, and I've texted him.
Okay. All right. Notices are hereby given a regular meeting of the Brookshire Economic Development Corporation to be held Thursday, June 4th, 2026 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers of Brookshire Municipal Building, 4029 Fifth Street, Brookshire, Texas, for the purpose of considering the following agenda items. We'll have a prayer and a pledge. Father God, we say thank you, Lord, for another day you've blessed us to see, Lord. We thank you for the gathering of board members, Lord. Help us, Lord, to make good decisions for our community and let our decisions be pleasing in your sight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
President Eric Green,
Present.
Vice President Denise Odie,
Present.
Secretary Treasurer Michael Kozar,
Present.
Director Lenny Stamps, Director Nathaniel Richardson,
Present.
Director Rodney Bluing, Director Amber President.
Agenda item number 6, discussion of possible action to approve Brookshire EDC minutes for May 7th, 2026. We don't have any corrections. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve BEDC minutes for May 7th, 2026.
I second.
I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion?
I abstain. I wasn't here, so.
You can vote, even though
Go
you
ahead and
weren't here. In
vote.
fact, we kind of need your vote a little bit.
Okay. So be. Yay.
All in favor? Motion passed. Agenda item number 7, discussion of possible action to approve May 2026 financial report.
Council tonight, make a statement regarding the May 2026 financial report. During this time, okay. During this time, the city credit card was utilized for some EDC purchases. So in the June financial reports, I am going to be transferring those credit card purchases that were used on the city card for the EDC mixer back to the EDC. I just haven't reconciled that bill, it just came in recently. So you will see additional mixer charges in June.
Okay. We have anything else? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Now I make a motion that we approve the May 26th financial report.
Do we have a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Agenda item number 8, discussion of possible action replacing the concrete under the long picnic tables and benches at the amphitheater. Ms. Odie?
Okay, I put this on the agenda because I noticed for, what was the last holiday? Cinco de Mayo. There are round tables that has a full sheet of concrete. And then the square ones, they only have little strips on each side of the table legs. And the benches only has little strips on each side of the table legs. So when I sat down at the table, it was the square one, the long, what shape is that? Rectangle one. So unfortunately, I got some ant on my feet because they were in the dirt. And I was trying to like put them up on the little strip. So I just thought if the round ones have a full slab of concrete, then I think it would be, or it would look more uniform for all of the tables to have the full piece of concrete. And if you're going to, and I ask myself this question, if I'm gonna go to an event, a concert, something that's happening at the amphitheater, when I get there, I'm gonna go for the round table because it has a full, I don't know, what do you call it? Is it a plat? I don't know what you call it.
It's
A
a
full
slab.
slab,
Yes.
yes, a full
It's
slab
a
of
larger
concrete.
slab than what the table is.
So I would personally go and sit there because knowing that I can put my feet up on something.
And so this was put on the agenda. Good evening, Mr. President and board members. This was put on the agenda so that we could go back and get another quote, so to see what that would look like. You do have it in front of you, and I have it on the screen as well. So I could reference that and speak about it, but as Ms. Odie mentioned, it would be the 4 rectangle tables there, getting more concrete poured in there. And then on the benches, they would fill in the benches, and then we have a design there that I'll show you in just a few minutes that would actually increase where the benches would have some footing, maybe about a foot of concrete as well. So again, this is what she was talking to, Ms. Odie, board member Odie was talking about here. What we're gonna do is fill it in completely here, and from here to here. And then, based off of the amount of concrete that's being ordered, there's gonna be a little bit left over, so we're gonna try to bring it out just a little bit more on this side as well, because someone, a youth or something may be sitting on this side, and we want them to have something as well. And so that'll take care of the 4 rectangles if approved. And then right here, again, it'll fill in all of this where my mouse is at, so we can fill it in properly. Then we were trying to extend it about a foot out as well, so there can be, once you sit down, you'll have somewhere for your feet to be as well. So we added that as well. And so the quote's in front of you to identify if this is an additional project that we want to undertake, and then put it on the city council agenda for approval as well. Happy to address any questions if there are any.
I don't have a problem one way, but as hopefully this thing get to be used more and become popular, how about those who just wanna sit in the grass? Just being devil's advocate, I don't care one way or the other. I think that's a point worth taking, Ms. Otis, since you've experienced it personally.
And that may have been the bench I was sitting on. I'm looking at the tree.
Or you just might have been too sweet and that's what it ended.
I don't know, but I didn't like that crawling on my foot.
Well, but I don't have any problem with it one way or the other, but I just want to say, hey, if it's an amphitheater, eventually I hope we'll have the popularity, people will come, and some people will choose to sit in the grass, like they do out in the woodlands, so. Would it be better if we just, when we have any events out there, spray ahead of time with non-toxic things for that purpose?
We did the day
And if
before.
that doesn't solve it, then we spend the money. I don't know. I don't have a preference.
We did do a little bit of spraying that morning and the day
Just
before.
slap it. Okay.
I feel like a whole slab would be more safety anyhow, better visible. Here, to me, if it was not able to get the grass cut, the grass a little tall, you could trip on the edges. With them a solid 6 feet by 6 feet square is much more visible, easier to see, less of a trip hazard.
And I just think it would look more uniform.
Well, I think it would look more
with the other benches.
better also.
Okay, I agree. It would make it more uniform. I never thought about the insect issue until she mentioned it, and she experienced it firsthand, so I do understand that, so,
They're
guess
very
we-
nice.
yeah,
Benches are very nice.
yeah.
And well, all of them are very high quality.
My grandson actually took his graduation pictures on that bench.
Why are you telling your age?
It's okay.
Okay, well,
It's an action item.
I entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we move forward, getting bids and sending this to council for approval.
We have the bid here,
Okay,
the
yeah,
buy
I'm-
board bid, and if
I'll
you
make a
all-
motion.
You can just approve it.
I approve. I'll make a motion, we approve the concrete addition.
You have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Agenda item number 9, update on welcome sign.
Yes, good evening. Wanted to kind of be a little surprised, but I hear that, that the the individuals installing the welcome rock had a little bit of issues this morning getting it installed, but the welcome rock is installed as of this afternoon. So you'll see it there, but I do have just a quick clip to share with you all. 30 seconds or so. The footing was already there, so there's Mayor and I talking here about to install it. Again, that footing was already there. There's an electrical box there. This is what the rock looks like. And so a little closer view of it there. So they were able to install it. It's there in the back there, and you'll see it going for getting closer and closer. And so that's what the
That's
rock looks
nice.
like. What we're doing at the city now is trying to ensure that we install maybe a flagpole behind the rock. If I can go back just a few seconds. Yeah, looking to maybe install a flagpole back here. We're looking to, there's an electrical box here, so we may try to see about getting some lights installed going up to the flagpole and on the rock as well. And then the idea is for Public Works staff to ensure that this rock and the rock that's on 359 South going towards Fulshire, or when you're coming in from Fulshire, that they have a mirror image of what they look like for landscaping purposes.
Yes, yes.
That's nice.
But this is a discussion here, or an update. If y'all have any questions, I'd be happy to address those, but our welcome rock is finally back installed.
Nice.
Are we gonna manicure that and?
So the
Make
next
it-
thing, yes, sir, we are. We're gonna have, put some installation of, mulch and take all that out, mulch and some type of beautification there. But we're also gonna put potentially some bollards or something in place there to where when the vehicle, if a vehicle does this again from either direction, that they will, they'll be stopped by that, and their cars will ultimately, take the brunt of the damage and not the rock.
we
And that was
do
gonna be my
ASAP?
question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're getting a quote from these individuals. We've asked them for it already.
You know, one thing that we may be able to do is to reach out to Royal High School for the FFA and because they have a horticulture class, and maybe their students can donate the flowers and plant in them to give them a project to do
Sure.
for their growing also.
Sure. Be happy to reach out to them, partner with them.
Nice.
Yep, good idea.
That was gonna be my
I don't want you to waste your time
question.
since, the new leadership is not cutting everything except necessities, so let's not waste our time with that. Let's go ahead and make it happen.
Yes, we'll make it happen, and then maybe they can assist with
Right.
keeping and maintaining. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Agreed.
And you did say lights though, right?
Ma'am?
You did say lights, right?
Yes, we had lights and a
Well,
flagpole, and
we
we'll
think-
see what else can happen there.
Maybe
to
if the
make it to-
electricity's there, maybe the electricity got tore up.
Yeah.
They never replaced it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right here, it's electrical
Well,
box.
there's a
but
box. Is it hot? Have you
yeah,
checked it?
we haven't, we're not gonna, we're
Yeah.
gonna get an electrician to come in. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. You can do something with that.
Well, that's a good update.
Good update, yes.
Agenda item number 10, update on the amphitheater restrooms.
Yes, good evening again. So I believe it was, we were waiting a 60-day period once we approved it, once city council approved it. That 60-day period has passed. It was when I believe we did this welcome rock and some of the other work. What we did was talk to the buy board vendor. And so originally they had a 3-month waiting period. And so when we went through almost half a year of getting it to where we're at now. And so when we finally gave them the notice to proceed to order the restroom, it went to 10 months. And so we went and talked to the buy board vendor. And so the buy board vendor was able to cut that in half. So 5 months, and we should be able to still have that installed by the December event, Christmas event. So that's the plan as of right now, to have it installed by the Christmas event. We're still hopefully trying to meet our same deadline. But that is the update. Wait, it's being constructed right now.
Okay. Agenda item number 11, discussion concerning Brookshire ETJ. Mr. Richardson.
Okay. First of all, I want to say, I don't want to sound pompous, like I know it all, and that's why I asked about this, because I don't know it all. It's my understanding that the state legislature ultimately decides the geographical extraterritorial jurisdiction that we have. But the council can either accept, adjust, or release property. The last time I said on this board, I think now, and I want you to clear, if I'm not knowing what I'm talking about, just tell me, that our ETJ has gotten smaller. Am I correct?
Yes.
And if that happened, was it something done by an individual or was it done by council? And I would like to see the minutes to see that justification, because what I see in the future, we're gonna become landlocked
Yes.
and cause some other issues, and why in the hell would you give away your ETJ? Yes, sir.
Well, we don't. The city, I'm not aware of any instance in which we've unilaterally said we're releasing ETJ property.
Okay.
But the law has changed, and where any individual landowner can petition the city,
That's right.
and we have 30 days to release it, or it's released as a matter of law. We lost our say in it.
Okay.
So cities that don't want to be part of Brookshire or part of an adjacent city's development, it's not uncommon to work those things out. So if people have petitioned to be released from our ETJ, it's really outside of our control.
Okay, and if your neighboring district, who's also is growing, that maybe overlap, then we have to concur with one another, sit down and
Well,
mediate?
it's a first in time thing. So ETJ is established based on population, and then each, you go from a quarter mile to a half mile to a mile to 2 miles. But in an instance here, I think y'all are at half, you're at 1 mile?
Yeah,
Have y'all
over
got, oh yeah, it's
5,000.
because you're over 5,000, that's right. So you have a 1 mile ETJ established by law. If somebody else had ETJ in an area, let's say when you went over to 5,000, you encroached on somebody else's ETJ, they're first in time. So we would just have a little carve out, their ETJ would supersede ours. And there's really nothing we can do about that. We do get into disputes with adjacent cities sometimes about who was there first, but it's really just almost like a math problem. You just gotta go back in time and figure out who got there first as a matter of law. But there's no discretion between the parties. When it comes to establishment, we are allowed to negotiate with adjacent municipalities and things like that if we're abutting them for exchange of or release of, and it's not uncommon to work with municipalities. We probably won't get there anytime soon, but at some point, Katy and Brookshire are
We're
gonna.
already here at
Is
Woods
it,
Road.
are you?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
here this side, but if you look this way, I'm sorry, see, this is our city limits in this color. This is the color is our ETJ, so the bubble essentially goes around the city. What you're speaking of, sir, is this right here. This is the Twinwood area. This is what they took out of the city limits. Portion of the ETJ, excuse me. And
That-
so, this portion, that's why it's not in that color.
And how
then-
about our ETJ along 362 and
So
359?
here we go, right here. So here's 362 going up. Here's this new portion that we're trying to bring in here. This is the truck parking, and then this is potentially the area that's above them. That's in the city limits. These two areas are right here, and again ETJ here. So all this along 362 could potentially be annexed into the city if those private owners wanted to do that.
Well, no, you can, if you look on the east and west side of I-10, you can see the bubble. I mean, you can see what it used to be, and you can, if you kind of carry that around the exterior parts of the corporate limits, you can see where it used to be.
No,
Either all those properties have petitioned to be released or have been released for some reason. Doesn't mean they can't come back to us if they want to use something that we have to offer and
Utilities.
re-petition.
Now, let's look at 359, because I thought before we went all the way up to the elementary school. Is that still the case?
No, sir. It's just by what is this Garvey Road right here? Garvey's right here.
That might not be a fully updated map either.
Yeah,
Is
so
that,
LG
well, I mean, if you look at the city limits and you look at the edge there, that bubble,
This one here?
yes, that's not, it should go out further than that. That looks
It
like half
used
a
to be
mile.
right at the elementary school.
Yeah. And
So-
and 362, I thought we were much further.
That's, see,
Down.
that's Patterson's. See the Patterson's come up?
Right. And at one point,
I
there was
thought
an
there was-
issue, there was an issue because they said our ETJ and Patterson's ETJ overlapped.
Well, it never overlaps, it's just whoever's first in time. So if Patterson's ETJ was already there and we grew, or we got to a certain population where it extended another half mile, which what happened recently, we can't just overtake what they already have. We would just go around it in the areas that weren't already encumbered by their ETJ. But if it is, then it does not expand. So there is no overlapping ETJ.
I think you want to see what happened.
Yeah, what happened
Okay.
with 359, because I know ETJ was up to Royal Elementary. I don't have to ask anybody. I know I was superintendent of school. So what happened with that property? Surely Patterson had not grown Brooks unless I've been sleeping through a revolution.
Looks like that whole school district there is in a separate ETJ, Patterson.
Where is it on the map?
Right.
Is that the whole campus, the whole Royal ISD campus? That appears to all be in Patterson's ETJ, right?
Besides this little strip here.
Yep. Which, that went back to a first-in-time thing where it looks to
See-
be a half mile from our old corporate limits.
So the first in time will be Royal, will be
That's,
Brookshire.
I wanna think, you was on the board then.
I know,
When-
I'm
when-
telling
no,
you.
No, whenever,
That's why I brought up the question. There's some property
Darrell
that's been
was the
lost.
mayor,
I was in laws.
Patterson and Brookshire
Okay.
was arguing about.
Yes,
some
that's
of
why
that.
I said it was overlapping. That's what was
So
told.
this has been addressed
But-
by the district?
But at the time, when the election came and the members changed, that's when someone signed off on our ETJ.
That's where I'm going with this.
So,
Did the council do it? Did the mayor do it?
Yeah, can't council, I mean, yes, council can release ETJ, but there's a process for it. They
Right.
can't just sign off on, so it is what it is, regardless of what the parties agreed to informally or formally, it's probably not enough to meet much, I'd have to see what they did.
Because,
Yeah.
because I thought that Patterson was trying to take it.
yes,
And they said there's no way because Brookshire was there first and we're not gonna release it.
Yes.
And there was a big, and.
it was a big
maybe-
ordeal
The whole
about it.
campus, the whole.
No, this is just, I
No.
don't know where they was talking about.
No, it
then.
had-
This is, but I remember when Mayor
This is
Branch
where I
was-
believe where
was the
Patterson
mayor.
Farms is, right?
Okay.
And that was an argument, but I don't remember the
Yes.
property where it was. I was new here.
I think we're just
We're
gonna.
not spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Just do some research. and get
I'm
back
glad
with
you
me.
brought it up, because I mean, that's really not EDC stuff, but that's important stuff.
It's real important.
I'll take it to the city side.
Yeah, we'll look and see what we can find out.
Yeah, because you was on the council then. weren't
I think
you,
we'll
Mr.
start
Mayor?
with the campus.
Ms. Vicky, did we find those
Find out
minutes?
what-
Did we find those minutes? He wasn't at that meeting and we tabled it.
I think it was the
But I
Twinwood
remember
ones
Kim- Kim
that
was
she
arguing
found.
about that.
It was the Twinwood section, but,
He was a lawyer then too.
okay, all right.
But like I said,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brookshire was here first. Brookshire is the incumbent city and they wasn't gonna give it up. Patterson was trying to take it.
Interesting.
But I will show you, Mr. Turner, that since 1975, all of the schools that sit there on 359, back up Raw Road to 362, was in Brookshire,
Okay.
okay?
Let me figure out what happened. I'm not aware of any kind of a
No, no.
ETJ swap agreement between
Right.
the two cities.
Now, the administrative part of building, what they established when I was there, is in Patterson. But the schools fell within Brookshire's ETJ.
Okay. I know exactly where y'all are talking about, so we'll snoop around, see what we find out. And again, even though it's really not an EDC thing, we'll update you on what's going on.
And if
Just
I'm
'cause you
wrong,
brought
I'm
it up.
wrong. I just wanna know, what is it?
I want to know too.
I wanna know, yeah. I wanna know,
I'm curious now. Yes, sir.
cause property is
I
valuable.
don't mind being wrong, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's valuable.
Okay, we'll move on to agenda item number 12, project manager's report.
All right, good evening. So, go through this report pretty quickly, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to address any of them moving forward. But on completed projects, as you all know, we have Milk and Brew, they're doing very well. They have a lot of customers, they have a lot of social media presence, so I think they're off to a great start, and I think some of my dollars have been going there as well. So I can attest to that it's quality,
Yes.
not just quality food, pastries, but drinks as well.
It's spending your money?
Sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so Ahmad Dentist, again, he's got a little quality, state-of-the-art dental facility there next to the Domino's. He's taking patients right now, I believe. Haven't been in the facility to tour it, but I'll be trying to get some images and photos of what that looks like as well to share with you all. And then again, the existing commercial facility that several months ago we were asking that it never has been leased, but it's been leased. I think they're trying to do a little bit of renovations, modifications, improvements within the building, but they do have a CO as to operate as is for right now. So they are occupying that building. We're hoping that, again, it's a international company, and so we're hoping that they have a lot of raw materials or goods that are going to be stored in there as inventory so that we can get the property tax from those as well. I mean, excuse me, inventory tax from those. Next page is current projects. As you all know, Nationwide Trailers has been here several times. They don't have their CO quite yet. They are going to operate as is, so they moved in a building that the council allowed them to do, and they're going through the process of inspections. Once they complete the process of inspections, they will receive their CO. Ace Hardware, if you can see on here on the image there, this is Ace Hardware's on your paper here. This is Ace Hardware's underground detention. So just wanted to share that with you just a little bit. Took a aerial view of that, and so this gentleman, you know, although he did invest more for this underground detention, he's able to utilize more of his space for his purpose of the hardware store. QT, Quick Trip, they have their permit. They're moving very
fast.
quickly. They're at 1489 and I-10. You'll see that the store's pad's already there and preparing for that, and then they'll be moving forward with underground detention as well.
What is that? I'm sorry.
Quick Trip store, it's a convenience store. That's going to be a smaller truck stop as well. So convenience store, truck stop, and then they have hot food that they sell inside as well.
So it's a unique store, convenience store. You know where the Lowe's is over there across
From Buc-ee's. Is
from
it-
Buc-ee's?
they-
There's a smaller one right there next door to it.
So they seem to be popping up on the other side of Buc-ee's.
They're very popular in San Antonio. They're everywhere in San Antonio.
And any other questions, sir? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yes, sir. The next one is going to be Grunfus. As you know, Grunfus has been here for some time. Grunfus also did they did a renovation on one of their buildings that they're going to be transforming into their training facility. Now, this one here is going to be a new construction, new building. So they're expanding their operations there. They're moving forward. They're in the permit process right now. We anticipate them hopefully starting very, very soon. 90 West, this is the Giammalva properties. This company owns several properties throughout the city. This one's actually on Highway 90 here, right before you get to Brookshire Creek. And so what this is a 200,000 square foot facility that they're building there. They are going through the permit process right now, and they'll be on the city council's agenda in the next couple of weeks as well, I believe. Next page, city current projects. Again, 10th to 12th Street. I'm not sure if I shared them here, but I shared that in the town hall meeting that we had for the development of 12th Street, I mentioned that there's going to be some medical facilities built on 10th Street, but the gentleman he is a broker for medical doctors, and so what they own is property from 10th Street all the way to 12th Street, and so they're looking to put in, again, 3-story, 45,000 square foot medical facilities for private doctors. And so they have 2 for right now. He's looking to see a potential expansion of a possible 3rd one based on the demand he's receiving. Highway 90 commercial facility. This is going to be a smaller one. This one actually was able to get in on a permit process prior to the city updating some of our ordinances, but this one is between a couple of commercial facilities here on Highway 90. And the next 4 essentially are business park, smaller business park. The Triangle Business Park is actually on the next page in the photo. That's going to be Triangle Business Park, right before you get to Steinhauser. That's that development. Falcon Business Warehouses, they're gonna be the ones here on 359, going towards the school there. And then the Fifth Street Distribution Logistics Center, you'll see a building being built right here on Fifth Street. And then on Garvey Road, that'll be the last business park that we have. Currently, there, all of them are still going through the permit process, with the exception of Fifth Street. And then here on 359, right on the other side of the Flying J, they are going to, the plan is right now, they're going through the permit process. The plan is to tear that whole convenience store down and re-concrete the entire parking lot and start from scratch a new convenience store with a motel on top.
Directly across from the Flying J?
Not the shell, the next one
Yeah.
over, yes. And then potential projects, the 10th Street, there's a gentleman who wants to put a tarp manufacturing facility right there on the corner, right next to the Chevron. 12th Street, logistic distribution facility, I still have this one on there because this developer's still in their feasibility study of purchasing the land. So once they tell me they're either not, or they're gonna purchase the land or not, then I can take this one off. And then Highway 90 here on Auto Street, to be a small convenience store, not convenience store, but snack store, Mexican candies, Mexican waters, and different things that is gonna be built there. And then we have the Brown Track development still listed on here. They mentioned that they're gonna come back to the city and give us some updates. But I do know I plan on attending Commissioner's Court next week. It's on Wednesday, 9 a.m. This development's also on their agenda. So I informed the mayor, and I don't know if we're both gonna go or if we'll watch it here or whatnot. So we'll keep you all updated on what that development is looking like.
Development of the ETJ, or is it in the county?
So there's all three, city, ETJ, and county, unincorporated. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So they're trying to do certain things there.
Nice, it could have been a high school out there.
Yeah, we should ask them
Anyway,
for some of
that's-
that land, yes, sir. And then we have a food truck park. And so there was an anticipation at one point in time for the city to construct and operate and maintain a food truck park. But we did get a developer coming in that wants to build their own. And so we are hoping that this becomes a current project. We have it as a potential project right now, but this one's pretty promising. He's come with a full design, and it looks good for engineering, so we're hoping they come back and actually go through the permit process.
Do we have to develop, does the city have to come up with an ordinance for that?
I don't think so. I mean,
We are putting certain regulations behind the development that, that are gonna be required for them, like.
that's a condition though established in the agreement.
But I mean, in terms of what were we trying to avoid?
What's
Because
the
this,
end game here?
because it's new.
Okay,
It'll be the very first one in the city, and I'm not sure we even have any type of documentation to say, hey, look, this is what we would like this to look like, or you have to follow these regulations.
and they're gonna have to follow
All the commercial.
building codes and all their international code standards like everybody else, but we don't have anything particular.
Detention, they're gonna have detention
Well, that's all
pond.
drainage and
It's all,
lot coverage.
they're
All
going
those
through the
rules are already in place.
Okay.
they're
for
going
any
through,
development.
yeah, they're going through the full new construction process.
Okay.
Nothing unique to that type of use.
But we are
I mean,
asking
that
them,
would be unusual.
what we did ask for noise purposes is so they don't have generators on food trucks,
Yeah.
that they provide electrical outlets for each food truck.
Okay.
I mean, we can look at that though if you,
We've already made that a condition to them. They
Okay,
said they're
good,
okay with it. Yeah,
Okay.
they're okay with it.
okay, good.
And then I think that's all I have, but let's see, maybe a,
Of course.
yes, sir. And then, I'm sorry.
Moving forward, I know we're handicapped. What of our long-range projection? I don't live in Brooks, but I live close enough to have to come through it regardless where I'm going. I've seen enough trucks in the community. How about the quality of life of those folks that's already here to continue to allow truck stops and all that kinds of mess to be built this close to communities when people have to sleep all those kind of things. I know it doesn't affect me. I'm cushioned by 115 acres, so it doesn't bother me. But how about the people that's already here?
Yeah.
I know we don't have anything in place to stop them, but for the future, we're looking forward to say, hey, enough is enough.
It's a great segue into conversation that we had before the meeting about zoning. As council's looking at it, that's where, we're not gonna necessarily be able to
Stop them.
stop interstate commerce when it comes to the travel of vehicles, but when it comes to in-town, we can have truck routes, we can make appropriate areas in the residential areas and in-towns be for development that does not attract those heavier truck traffic type of vehicles. So that's the end game, that's the goal. We are looking at that.
Good. I was concerned. Doesn't bother me, but it does, cause it bothers people that I know, so.
Right now, we're just really trying to be strategic on, and where they're being placed.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. That's all I have. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to address them.
Do you wanna? Okay, all right. Agenda item number 13, future agenda items.
Oh, I do have one. I want to get an update on Highway 90, if we got in touch with TxDOT to find out if the sidewalk belongs to us or TxDOT, so that we can move forward with getting the lights.
Yeah. Mr. Coastal?
I don't have anything at this time, but I may add something later.
Okay. Mr. Richardson? And we'll move on to agenda item number 16, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second it.
Motion? All in favor?
Aye.